Hello. Uh, I will show you how to use generative AI to create a program in Python to do these calculations. So here you have uh, the stress tensor as sigma ij, which is a 3 by 3 matrix. Also, we have the unit normal to the plane n, which is a 3 by 1 matrix or a vector. Now, using Cauchy's equation, we can calculate the resultant stress vector, which is multiplying the sigma ij and n. Also, you can find the magnitude of the resultant stress using this equation. And you can find the normal stress or the magnitude of the normal stress by taking the dot product of the resultant stress vector and the unit normal. Also, we can find the normal stress vector by multiplying the magnitude of the normal stress as well as the unit normal. Finally, we can find the shear stress vector by taking Tn minus sigma. So what I'm going to show is how to use a generative AI like ChatGPT to generate a Python program to do these calculations. Okay. Now let us go into that. So first of all, before going to ChatGPT, I have written all these equations into words. So here first sentence you can see that it is create a Python program to multiply the 3 by 3 matrix representing the stress tensor and 3 by 1 vector representing the unit normal vector of the plane to find the resultant stress vector, which is nothing but the first equation to find Tn, that is sigma ij into n. Second, I have written to find the magnitude of the resultant stress vector. I guess ChatGPT will find the equation to find the magnitude of the resultant stress vector. Third prompt that I have to use is take the dot product of resultant stress vector and the unit normal vector of the plane, which is Tn multiplied by or Tn dot n to find the magnitude of the normal stress. After that, I want to find the normal stress vector by multiplying the magnitude of the normal stress and the unit normal vector of the plane, which is sigma into n. Finally, I have to find the shear stress vector by subtracting the normal stress vector from the resultant stress vector, okay, which is Tn minus sigma. Also, I would like to find the magnitude of the shear stress vector. These are the things which I want ChatGPT to write a Python program for me. So what we will do is we will copy these prompts, okay, and we will go to ChatGPT and we will just input all these prompts to the ChatGPT. And let us see what ChatGPT is going to generate. Okay. So there is some window where ChatGPT is writing code. You can see that. So what ChatGPT is doing is it is writing a function called compute stress, which takes two inputs. One is the stress tensor, which I hope is a 3 by 3 matrix. And then the second one is the unit normal, which I hope is a 3 by 1 matrix. And this function will then compute first the resultant stress vector. So it has written some code to take the matrix or to do the matrix multiplication of stress tensor and unit normal. Then it is going to calculate the resultant stress magnitude. Okay, so it is using some function to find the resultant stress vector's magnitude. After that, it is calculating the magnitude of the normal stress, which it is doing the dot product of resultant stress vector and unit normal. Okay, then it is calculating the normal stress vector by multiplying the normal stress magnitude and unit normal. Finally, shear stress vector, the calculation is resultant stress vector minus normal stress vector. Fine. Also, it is calculating the shear stress magnitude. Again, it's using some function to find the magnitude of the shear stress vector. Finally, this function is returning values, one resultant stress vector, then all these values, resultant stress magnitude, normal stress vector, shear stress vector, and finally shear stress magnitude. Then it is writing some code where the stress tensor is defined. So it is defined as an array, a 2D array. It has plugged some number in. You can edit the program to give our own values. Finally, it has generated a unit normal with the same values which have given somehow. This is 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, and 1 by root 3. Finally, it is calling the function compute stress to calculate all the results. Okay. Finally, there is a section to print the results. Okay. So it is it has written some code. Let us run this and see whether you are getting the intended results. Okay. Right. So it is giving you some results. So resultant stress vector is calculated. Obviously, the first value is Tnx, second value is Tny, third value is Tnz. Then it is calculating the resultant stress magnitude. Okay. Then the normal stress magnitude. Finally, the normal stress vector. Again, it's a vector. You can see that. Finally, the shear stress vector. And finally, the shear stress magnitude. Okay, I would like to add the units here. So let us modify this program by asking ChatGPT to modify the program. Modify the program by adding unit to all stress values. Adding unit MPa, megapascals, to all stress values. Okay. Also, I don't want a lot of numbers coming up in the results. I want to round to 2 decimal places. Also, round all the numbers to 2 decimal places. Okay, let us see how ChatGPT is changing the program. Okay, now it is editing the program. You can see that there is a round function now appearing in the program with a value of 2, which means it is going to round the results into 2 decimal places. Okay, here it has edited all these programs. Finally, okay. It has also added megapascals at the end of all the results, I guess. So let us again run the program to see whether we have the results. Okay, so you can see the updated results. It is writing the units also in megapascals. Okay, so that's it. Now, another way to run this program is to, if you don't have a built-in program running environment in ChatGPT, what you can do is you can go to something called as Google Colab. So Google Colab is a program where you can run Python code. Okay, so you can search Google Colab, and then in the results you can click on Colab Notebook. So when you open Colab Notebook, you have to obviously log in. You will see environment like this. You can add code or you can add text to the program. So if I add text, I can maybe write name. When you submit your assignment, you can obviously write your name as well as you can write your roll number. Okay. So that is the uh, text window. You can again click on code so that you can input the code. What I can do is I can copy the code generated by ChatGPT. So I'll copy this program and then paste in this window. Here you can see a play button where you can run the program. Okay. So when I run the program, I'll see the results at the end. We can also, use the print option to generate the, what you can say, the PDF of the page to get the output. Once you have the PDF, you can submit your assignment. Okay, this is how you use generative AI like ChatGPT to generate a Python program for you. Obviously, you can edit, these values of the metrics as well as the normal vector to get your own results. You can also compare it with the results that you have already, done in your notebook. Okay, that's it.